Did my Shop My Stash save my bathroom from flooding? It might have. So if you guys want to hear the story, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I started doing a Shop My Stash series, I think last year, and honestly it's been really fun. I used to do it once a month, but I feel like it hasn't been the most realistic. So whenever I can, whenever I have a chance, I do refresh my Shop My Stash. And the holiday season is upon us, and I have some beautiful shimmery shadows I want to add to my stash, so that's what we're going to do today. If you like this type of videos, if you love indie makeup, this is the place for you. Everyone is welcome here, so highly recommend subscribing, turning on the bell so you're notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so you guys, I swear the other day I was minding my own business, trying to get ready. I don't know what we were gonna do, but I wanted to get ready, and I was reaching for my Shop My Stash, and oh my gosh, my Singe bag was soaked. So I was like kind of freaking out, thinking like, great. Oh, I was getting ready for Thanksgiving. That's what it was. It was Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh no, like our sink is leaking. This is gonna suck. Luckily, my husband realized it was just something with the seal, so he was able to fix it. Crisis averted, but I was definitely thankful that I decided to put makeup on that day because I wouldn't have caught it if not. And I keep all my Shop My Stash stuff under the sink, and I have this really nice little like plastic acrylic tray, and the water was perfectly dripping into that, but it's also where my makeup bag is. So for a second I thought something in my makeup bag had exploded. I was quickly able to figure out that that was not the case because I had that acrylic tray and there was nothing else that was wet. So that was a good thing. I went through everything and I didn't see anything that was broken. And really, as far as liquid goes in my Shop My Stash, I only have my setting spray. So my husband walked in here to hand me a package, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what I was saying. But anyways, let's go ahead and dig into what was in my Shop My Stash for the last few weeks, and then we'll repack it for the holiday season because I have some things I want to add to my Shop My Stash for the holiday season. So let's go ahead and chat about the bag that saved the day. This one was absorbing all the water that was dripping from our tap, and look at it, it's perfectly fine. Doesn't even look like anything happened to it. I did like let it dry so that it wasn't like wet and moist, but thank God for the terry bag lining that Angie chose for her Singe bag. Also, you guys will have to tell me, did you buy the Singe makeup bags during her sale? Because she had a really good sale. Okay, so as far as foundations go, in here I have the Face Bond foundation from Urban Decay. This is the medium neutral. And then I have the Sigma Skin Perfector Hydrating Tint. And I have this one in the shade, I think it's 5. Yeah, this is shade 5. So I like both of these for two different reasons. The Sigma Skin Tint is so beautiful. They launched this product this year, and it is a skin tint. It's not too heavy, but it really perfects my skin. So I really love it. And then if I want to do something more heavy duty, I really like the Face Bond foundation because it goes on, it stays put, it looks so beautiful. So another really great product that I discovered this year, and it launched this year as well. So definitely two of my favorites. I'm going to keep them in there. I'm mostly thinking of like holiday makeup, and I'm gonna want two things like that in my makeup stash, so I'm just gonna leave them in there. Just have my beauty blender here, so I'm gonna put that there. This is the primer I use if I do use a face primer. It's the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops, and I really want to try and use that up, so that is in there. And then I also had the Too Faced Born This Way Soft Matte Oil Control Foundation. This is another really good one from this year. I have it in the shade Honey. Actually, I might just put that one in here and take out the Face Bond because I don't need to have that many really good foundations, so I think those two would be good for the holiday season. And then, oh my gosh, I like don't even want to replace some of these products because they were just so good, but let me just show you really quick what else is in here. As far as bronzer goes, I had the Hoola Caramel Bronzer in here, but I was actually reaching for something else as far as like blush and highlighter, so I'll show you guys that in a second. So I'll probably replace that in my Shop My Stash. I also have the Huda Faux Filter Concealer in there. I have this in the shade Granola 4.5. I think I might swap out my concealer because this has been in my Shop My Stash for some time. And then I still haven't tried the Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Lip Plumping Mask. I keep putting this in there thinking that I'm going to test this out, and I think I just forget it's in my Shop My Stash, so I really just need to leave it on my bathroom counter. I also threw in the Milk Makeup Jelly Tint. This is in the shade Splash, and it's like a really pretty kind of purpley shade. So I haven't tried this, I don't think, on my actual face yet, but I think I'm going to swap this out because there's other things I want to try. So yeah, this is going to go back in the drawer. And then I have the Kulfi. This is the Tamarind lip stain, the Lassie lip oil stain that they came out with. I haven't honestly reached for this a ton because I have a separate bag on my bathroom counter. Let me show it to you really quick. So this one is full of lip balms and lip products that I reach for more often. I bought it down here because I kind of wanted to unpack some of this stuff, but in here I have K-Skin, I have all my favorite Laneige lip butters, I have the Fantasy Cosmetica ones that they came out with in collaboration with Makeup Just for Fun. They did such a good job with those lip balms. So I do have this little lip case that has just like lip balms and lip products. So I should probably put the Lawless one in there, and we'll sort that out as well and refresh it and take it upstairs with some lip products I kind of want to use for fall. I actually have some products up there already that are going to be like my go-to lip balms for the fall season. I have the hot cocoa and iced coffee from Summer Fridays, and then I got the Ole Henriksen lip balm, so that's up there. I also just added the Laneige peppermint lip balm in there, so I have a very festive themed collection going up there. And I also added the Glossier lip butters that I got recently during the Sephora sale. So I've got some things going over there, but I have lots of lip balms. Love them so much. Now for liquid bronzer, I had the Physicians Formula Butter Glow, and this is the contour wand in the shade. This is, does it say medium deep? So I've been trying to use the Charlotte Tilbury one up down here, and then I have this one upstairs, so I think I'm just going to continue using that. It worked beautifully, so very happy with that. I also have the Merit stick in there. This is in the shade Cyan, I think is how you say it. This is their bronzer stick. They did send this to me in PR a while ago, and I like this. It's convenient and it works out really well. It's a little bit darker than my skin tone, so it's very subtle, but I like that about this one. I don't like this one as much as I like the Rare Beauty stick, but I have it. I think I'm actually gonna rehome that because I'll just use the Physicians Formula. I have a lot of options in here, I'm realizing, but I probably just don't need that many, so I'll probably shrink this a little bit. I also have just like staples in here. I've got the Patrick Ta Brow Gel, I've got my Sigma eyeshadow primer, and then I have a Pat McGrath black eyeliner as well as the Charlotte Tilbury brown eyeliner. So gonna put those in here for just reuse in the next Shop My Stash. I also have my eyelash curler, which is always in there. Always have my Huda color corrector in there. And then I have some eyeshadow palettes. We'll talk about that in a second. This is the mascara I use for my lower lash line. It's the Mega Length Waterproof Mascara from Wet n Wild. This is super affordable. It's like $2-3, and I love having it for my lower lashes. It just has a smaller wand, so it makes it really easy to get to those. And then I love this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Lift and Flex Concealer. So I think I might bring it back down here and swap it out just for funsies. I've had the Disrupt and Defiance Smoke Reflex from Auric. Oh my god, I forgot the name of the brand. From Auric in here for quite some time, and I do reach for these quite often, but I'm ready to swap these out. So I'm going to take those out, just have my sharpener. I've got the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I don't think they sell this anymore, so it's been in my Shop My Stash for me to try and use it up, so I'll keep it in there. I also have the Panorama Mascara from L'Oreal in here, so I'm just going to leave that in there. And then I have just my brow powder from ABH. And then I had this shade called Jubilee from Danessa Myricks in here. And I did buy the Danessa Myricks holiday set, and it has a mini version of Jubilee in there. But I have the full size, so I'll probably put the little size either in my monthly giveaway or something. And then the two mini shadow palettes I had in here were these two from Natasha Denona. So I had the little gold palette in here as well as the mini nude palette. So I'm ready, I think, to swap these out as well. So for my powder, I've been using the Sigma. This is the soft focus setting powder in the shade Buttermilk. I love this powder. I've had it now for quite some time. I'm using it in my Shop My Stash. I have other powders I could swap it out with, but why fix something that's not broken? And then I did make an effort to try and use these brushes from this Sephora brush set that I picked up. I had been talking to you guys about it and I said I'm always panicking about what brushes to pack for a trip, and so I bought this brush set from Sephora. I think you might see this video while they're still doing their coupon, the 20% off coupon for holiday. So if you're eyeing this, it's pretty good. It's not like my favorite brushes, but it's nice to have a set that I know I'll have enough brushes to like do a full face with. So I've been trying to use those, test them out. I haven't washed them yet, so I'll keep you guys posted. And I love this little bag that it comes with, so you can definitely stick more items in here. So that's pretty lovely. And then I also bought my other brush holder down here because I really needed to add a powder brush in here because I forgot to add a powder brush, and then I keep a lot of these like little mini eyeshadow brushes that you get with like Natasha Denona sets for doing my eyeshadow looks. So that's kind of just a peek at some of the makeup brushes in my Shop My Stash. I know I showed you guys all of these blushes and highlighters and things that I had, but the product I reached for the most in my Shop My Stash was the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palette in the Tiger colorway. So I bought this last year for holiday. Actually, is this from 2 years ago? I think this might be 2022 because I think last year was the snake. So anyway, I reached back for this after buying the Lotus one, and I was like, let me use this a little bit, and I think this shade right here is probably my all-time favorite blush. So this is the blush in Burnish Glow, and I really need for Hourglass to release this as a single because everybody deserves to have this orange blush. It's perfection. It gives you that beautiful sun-kissed look, but it's not overly glowy. It's just like the right amount of glowy, and I feel like Hourglass just does the best powder products. It is so stunning, so I'm so happy that I grabbed this palette just to give it another whirl. I haven't used this in a long time, so I reached for this palette over all of the little single items that I had in my Shop My Stash. So I don't know if I'm going to put it back in there or if I'm going to find something else in my collection, but Hourglass just always nails it. If you know, you know. You know what I mean? So that was everything that was in my last Shop My Stash. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some products into it. So let's go ahead and shop my collection and see what I want to bring with me to the holiday season. Okay, so I've been moving things around in my makeup room. I did buy these acrylic drawers. They're not really set up yet, but I did put my concealers in here because my concealers were getting like eaten up by, wow, look at how much of this I've used. My concealers were getting eaten up in my foundation drawer, so I put them in this acrylic container. And I think for the holiday season, I'm gonna want something that works really well, that's like foolproof. I think we might do Natasha Denona. I feel like I haven't used this one in a hot second, so I'm gonna grab this one to put in my Shop My Stash. Okay, here is another lip drawer. I have so many lip drawers. This one I am not organized yet, but I will get to it eventually. But I'm not going to add any lip products into my Shop My Stash because I have all those lip balms that are in there right now. Okay, so this is some stuff that I picked up from the Sephora sale, and this is one that I wanted to dig through because I want to add some of these things to my Shop My Stash. So I want to add the Moon Dust shadows. I want to add these Kulfi ones because I bought them during the Sephora sale, and I want to try them out some more. So I'm going to add this as well because that's the liner that came with that Kulfi set. I want to add this e.l.f. one to try out, and I also want to add the Patrick Ta eyeshadow duos because I haven't tried any of these products yet, and I thought Shop My Stash is the perfect spot for them because they're one and done eyeshadows, so I think that'll be great. And then the rest of this I can pack away in my drawer to put away because I'm done. I've tested most of this out and it can get homed in my makeup room now permanently. Okay, so I'm just looking through my blush drawer to see if there's anything in here that I have a burning desire to use this month. And of course, as always, I want to grab like 300 things, but I don't know if there's anything that I need that badly. So many beautiful things in here. Oh my gosh, I can't even open that with one hand, so never mind. But what do I have for blush in my collection right now? As far as my shop, my stash, I don't feel like there's anything in there that's too crazy. Oh my goodness, I kind of want to bring this one, where is it? Dior. I want the one that's like the bronzy shade. Is it even in here? Oh, it is buried in here. Ooh, this could be fun. I haven't played with the Givenchy in a while. As you can see, my collection really needs to get reorganized. Ooh, maybe I could do these Vive ones, especially with the color of the year being Mocha Mousse for 2025. I feel like these two shades could be fun to have around. Okay, this is my highlighter drawer. I think I'm going to grab this Hourglass palette, actually. I don't know if this is going to go bad, and I feel like I might cry because they did discontinue this. And luckily, I bought it before they discontinued it, and I think this was like the sole inspiration of Samantha Ravindal's new face palettes because she's the one that put me onto this, and she loves it so much, so she finally created her own version of this so that she could relive the glory days of this Hourglass palette. I'm not really a huge like liquid highlighter girl, but I think I should try this because I haven't used this in a while. This is the Rare Beauty highlighter, and it's in the shade Flaunt? Oh my god, I can't read. So I'll probably try this because I haven't used this in a while. Okay, here's my lip drawer that's in the process of getting organized. So it looks a little bare, but I will declutter and like reorganize this once I film my holiday declutters, which I have not done. I don't know if I'm going to get to those until January, but I'm not going to stress out about it because it's really not that big of a deal. Here's another lip drawer. This is the one I reach for the most because it's right next to me when I'm filming. I have the new Cosmic Beauty lipsticks from their Halloween mystery box as well as their holiday collection. Some of my favorite lip liners. I think I'm just going to leave this as is. This is my bronzer drawer. I feel like I have the Hourglass palette in there, so I probably don't need a cream bronzer, and I have the Physicians Formula one, but maybe I need a powder bronzer in there. Maybe we can... Should I use a Charlotte Tilbury? It's so big. Maybe something a little smaller. Ooh, let's spoil ourselves with the YSL bronzer. I'm going to put that in my shop, my stash. And then this is my cream blush drawer. Always tempting to have more cream blushes. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is so intense. Ooh, this is kind of a fun color. This is from Rare Beauty and it's called, I can't see, let me check. Faith? That's really pretty. I'm going to throw that in my shop, my stash, see if I end up using it. This is my drawer. That's all the launches from 2024. When I finally remembered to do this, so I started collecting them in here, and I really love this, but I don't think I'm going to grab anything from in here for this last little bit of 2024 that we have left. Okay, so I like to always have like mini eyeshadow palettes in my shop, my stash, because it's just easy to store these, and I bought this I think last year for holiday. This is a Pat McGrath little 5-pan palette, and I never used it, so I think I'm gonna try and use this to create some looks for the holiday season. And then just because I like to have some neutral mattes to pair with all the shimmer shadows, I'm gonna grab the mini bronze palette from Natasha Denona. So those two are gonna be like my palettes in my shop, my stash, but every once in a while I'll come down here and grab like bigger palettes, but these will just fit so easily in my makeup bag, so these two are going to be what I'll probably reach for if I'm just doing a look quick and easy. Okay friends, so my Shop My Stash is packed. I am ready to take on holiday 2024. I will definitely be back in the new year to give you guys an update on what I actually use and what my thoughts are on these makeup items that I picked out for the holiday season. I'm so excited to dive into all those little eyeshadows that I picked up from the Sephora sale. I'm kind of kicking myself in the head that I still haven't tried the Patrick Ta duo, so hopefully I'll get to do that this weekend because I'm going to a holiday party, which I'm super stoked about. So lots of things to look forward to. I hope you enjoyed Shop My Stash. Let me know if you do Shop My Stash, what was your favorite item in your Shop My Stash recently. I love chatting to you guys, so let me know your thoughts, and yeah, I'll see you in another Shop My Stash very soon. If you want to stay and catch up on my previous Shop My Stash videos, YouTube should be giving you guys my playlist as we chat, so check that out. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye, friends!